What's cracking, people? Angelic Mayhem here. So, welcome to Insurgency. This is a game that I reviewed back when it was in beta, and it has finally come out today, although I will tell you that it does have some issues. So, I'm going to try to address those in addition to showing you what this game is all about. Basically, it's a first-person shooter. We're just going to run through the options real quick. Keyboard and mouse, you can go down here to re-keybind everything. In addition to that, I do want to draw your attention to the fact that you can disable mouse acceleration, which I would highly suggest that you do in any FPS, but definitely in this one as well. Over here in video settings, so this may seem very raw and not very specific, but you do have this advanced video button down here in the bottom right hand corner. I will tell you that basically you have to switch, if you're 16 by 9 or 16 by 10, you actually have to switch it here and then go for the resolution that you're looking for. I have mine obviously in full screen, and the field of view is actually pretty good for me. I have it set for 90 just, in general to keep it as wide as possible. Scope detail, I switched to low. Now let's talk about that for a second. You'll notice that everything here is low, all right? The reason for that is because during the course of trying to record this, if I have it on high, the game crashes. Now, that's a little bit because of fraps and a little bit because of my computer and probably a little bit because of the game as well. The graphics in this game, when you put them on high, they're like uber high. All right, so if you have any sort of problem with your graphics card where it's an older card or maybe it's dusty or, it's just, it doesn't keep up well with a lot of games, you're going to want to go in here immediately when you download this game and change these all over to very low and low until you get to a point where, you can kind of gauge, is it breaking up? Is it like skipping along? Or, that sort of thing. And then you can up these a little bit at a time and try them out and see how it works out. I did have this on Ultimate at one point, and it literally shut down my computer. My graphics card got too hot for that. So that's a shame, but what are you going to do? So I dumped all this down. We're going to go back, and then audio settings is the traditional. All right, so now we're going to go into a game. Training, by the way, is basically it's just a tutorial, and it's like most first-person shooters. You have to literally run through a warehouse shooting fake paper people, in order to prove your worth. It's that sort of thing. All right, so now this menu has changed for those of you who might have played this during the beta. The menu is completely changed, although it is basically the same because if you click on Server Browser, it brings up the window that you're probably used to, all right? But just to take you through here, you can actually click off the things that you are not interested in playing, and then it can try to find a server that matches what you want. Conversely, you can actually go over here to the list of servers and then pick out the ones that are of interest to you. If you sort them by latency or by number of players, you can kind of gauge which one is, pretty much full, and then you can go to that one or whatever. Over here, see where it says cooperative versus AI? That's literally you and a bunch of people who are around on the internet, okay, will go in against a group of computer opponents, okay, and you'll have to take each checkpoint, and as you take the checkpoint, then new enemies will spawn, and you'll have to take them out too. The AI is actually really competitive, so you do have to work very, very well together as a group, which can be a problem if somebody's in there trolling or just doesn't know how to play the game yet. You might run into a couple situations like that. But for the most part, it's been pretty good. Sustained combat is basically where you are, so you spawn automatically after you die after a certain amount of time. Versus tactical operations, which is where there's an objective on the map, and if you die, you then have to wait for that objective to be taken, and if it's not taken, then you just don't come back. And it could be any of the objectives. So let's say that there's 5 on the map, A through E. If somebody takes objective D, then you come back, all right? It's not like they have to go in order or anything like that. But you do have to wait. So it could be, depending upon the firefight and how it's playing out, it could be, 3-4 minutes, or the game could end. So that's going to be like one of these things where, if you don't have a lot of patience or things like that, you probably won't enjoy tactical. You'll probably be more of a sustained person. There have been some issues with this game. I am going to point them out as we go along. Hopefully that will work. Day one, you should expect that the server's going to be a little iffy. As a matter of fact, I have been booted out of this game on 3 separate occasions because of like a server disconnect and things like that, and literally it crashes the entire game. So you will literally go back to your desktop. Here we go. All right, winner. All right. Now this is the squad menu that will always come up whenever you play the game, okay? First and foremost, you have to pick from a list of, both teams, you have to pick from a list of different specialties. And each one has its pluses and minuses. I'm not going to go through all of them here and now. But for the most part, I play sniper, okay? Now, this is your loadout screen, so you can then choose which weapons you want. So in this case, I'm choosing my primary weapon. I can switch over to my secondary weapon or ditch my secondary weapon altogether, which is what I'm going to do. Armor, if you go for the heavy armor, you can survive a little bit more. And for the vest, this actually indicates how many clips you have on you. However, by having more clips, it slows you down. So keep that in mind. By giving up this gun, I gained a little bit of speed, but because I picked up the chest carrier, I actually am slowing down a little bit more. Alright, so all told, I think we're good. Here on my primary weapon, I can also add, for instance, like a 4x scope, except I can't because I only have 2 supply points remaining. So what I'm going to do is heavy barrel, which will help me in my distance if somebody's like way off in the distance. And I'm going to pick up a holographic sight. That should do it. Of course, we've all died, so that's fine. We get to start again at the beginning. I feel good about that. Alright, so here we are in the game. You actually can't move yet until the game officially starts, but it's going to be me and this other dude, apparently. I don't know why everybody bailed, but... Alright, so I'm just going to stay by his side, and we're going to shoot anything that we come in contact with. Again, all the graphics are on low, but you can see that it still looks really good. The situation is going to be when you go on high, the graphics become so amazingly just heavy and bulbous that, it really taxes your graphics card. So if you have multiple graphics cards, you should not have a problem with that sort of thing. But since I only have the one, I've re-keybound everything, so I'm not going to bore you with what is what. There is no such thing as like a difficulty level or anything like that, so you just start playing hard. Am I in checkpoint A? I believe I am in checkpoint A. Okay. Oh! Alright, so that appears to be a headshot that came in from somewhere. The bad guys are the ones in the black masks. We're the good guys because we have the sunglasses. Now, one of the problems that this game has at launch is that there are certain things that are broken. For instance, even if you kill someone, your kills will always read 0. Alright, so here's the rest of the guys. There are various other broken things like that. There's also problems with actually being able to speak to other people. Sometimes it doesn't quite work right. And you get a lot of problems with like people's comms dropping out and things like that. For that. You can also go prone, just in case anybody's wondering. In retrospect, I probably should have had a scope on this, but whatever. Alright, now we can actually get an elevated view if we come this direction. There is a... Ooh. Run, 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 run. Try not to injure your teammates. This game is 10 times better when you actually communicate with each other. And so I would highly recommend, if you have the opportunity, to set up your microphone so that you can talk. You can also shoot through objects depending upon the caliber of your bullets. So don't assume that just because they can't see you doesn't mean they can't kill you, because they can shoot through, like drywall. Almost every bullet can go through drywall. Uh-oh. Oh, lag. Alright, so I took that guy out, I think. Nice. Oh, now you see that? Look at that. So this one has 3 kills. So it must be certain game modes don't have the kills showing. Because we were playing the one where it was us versus the computer earlier, and none of the kills were showing up at all. And we played maybe 20, 25 games. Wow, there are a lot of people in this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12 on our team. So I assume that there's 12 on the other team as well. All right, so I'm going to be a sniper again. We're going to go with the Mosin, with the AP ammo. I'm going to ditch the Markov and the smoke, and we're going to go with heavy armor. That'll do. All right, so again, can't move ahead of time. Just going to wait. Take a look around, see what color your thing is. It's blue, so don't shoot anybody who's blue, except for that guy who's yellow. I don't know why. Now, at some point here, there should be like a clearing or something like that, and we should be able to get some good shots. Uh-oh, that's smoke. So let's see. We'll crawl up here next to this construction equipment. This game is very much one shot, one kill, so you do not want to get shot at all. Alright, so that's 2, and then I died. If you fall a great distance, you will become injured. There are times where you'll get shot through something, and so you won't die right away, but you might become a little hazy and kind of fall around a little bit. All in all, I would say that this is one of the better first-person shooters, especially when it comes to getting things accurate. That guy, this is the luckiest dude on earth.
Smooth this game is.
It's really smooth.
And you can flip in between the guys while you're waiting to respawn. One of my beasts with the game is that it doesn't just randomize you guys after you've played. Like, it just basically keeps you on the exact same team. So if one team has completely dominated, then what's going to happen is the team that lost, they'll probably all bail. And so thus you'll have a team of really good guys going up against what will probably be like maybe half a team. And that kind of sucks. Alright, so we lost our B cache. And all we have to do is last another minute and 14 seconds. Nice. 2 shots, 2 kills. I like that. Ideally, as a sniper, you don't want to run all the way up to the front lines. You want to kind of like chill out in the back, but that's alright. Alright, so I figured out that the blue squad, that is the primary squad, and then the yellow squad, that's kind of like the backup squad. And we're all on the map at the same time. But that's how, you know, like there can be 2 snipers at the same time. One is on the backup squad and one's on the regular squad. That's a shame. I thought I could snipe from there. There is a map. So here I am, and those are our 2 caches. Let's see what kind of sightlines I can get from here. That's one of our guys. I might just keep an eye on his 6. Alright, so basically, I'm keeping an eye on this mountain pass here. And if anybody else comes up over that hill, they're pretty much doomed. These are all good guys, I think. I really would like to test who's on the other side of that wall. Just like put a bullet through there, but I don't want to give away my position because I don't have a silencer. There are silencers in the game, although not really for the sniper. That's 1. I don't know how he got over there, but it doesn't look like they're going to press this. At least on my side of the board. I don't know what the other side looks like. So even though this game is a little laggy, I mean, this is day 1, you know what I mean? There's 654 people, I think it said, online at the moment, so you would think that they would be a little bit better off. But at the same time, these servers are basically like people's computers and stuff like that. So, you know, what are you going to do? But as a whole, I think this game is really good. I really enjoyed it when it was in beta, and now that it's finished, I really like the new game mode where you can play against a bunch of computers, because those computers are like, they're not... Really? Uh-oh. I saw him. Oh no, he's with me. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Peekaboo. Come on out, buddy. I see you. Come on. That's one. That's two. I don't know if I got him or not. He's not there anymore though, so that's fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Say goodbye. I saw a dude run, I think. I don't know what the coverage is on that side because they might actually be able to shoot down on that from on top of. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And oh. Ah, that sucks. That's the thing about a bolt action gun, boy. You gotta it's one shot, one kill, or else you're done. Is that guy dead? Or is he a rock? He might be a rock. I think we're doing good. I think we just won. Nice. Huzzah. How many people did I kill? 4 kills. God. So that's a look at Insurgency. Again, this is day 1. I'm sure they're going to patch out a few of these other problems. And they're all very minor. It is kind of a bummer when somebody shuts down the server and then all of a sudden not only are you booted off the server, but you're kind of booted out of the game. So then you have to reload. But at the same time, you know, it's not such a big deal. So I think this game is a lot of fun. I think it's a good quality first-person shooter. I think that it, unlike, say, like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, it doesn't really cater to the people who are inaccurate with their firing. You know what I mean? Like in Call of Duty and Black Ops, like you can do a lot of quick scoping and things like that, which you cannot do here. This game does not support that. You have to make that shot and it's got to be perfect. And if you're off by even a millimeter, then the guy gets to live. So that I really appreciate. I think that's really good. So and I'll just leave it at that. You know, if you're into first person shooters, you kind of owe it to yourself to really consider this one. And you know, that's that. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click the like button, share it with your friends, or subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this in the future. I'm Angelic Mayhem, and I'll see you next time.